So we are going to talk about it. Okay, I have some receipts to show you guys. I have some receipts, so you're going to want to make sure to watch this because we're just going to get into this, and I just think it is such a fascinating case and situation that this woman really has the entire, well, maybe not the entire, but it's heading there. The entire YouTube just like chit-chatting and talking. It's almost like if you were to imagine those high school movies where like everybody's like in the corner talking about the same thing. Like as you go down the hall, it's like you just know everyone's talking about the same thing. So I have some receipts. What up, Hallie? Okay, so I have some receipts. All right. Okay, so first of all, let me just start out with, there was this, I don't know if she subscribed or not, but there was somebody that commented on my page. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. Somebody commented on my page and said, "I'm not trying to be funny. I sincerely don't understand what this sudden obsession and fascination about this woman is." And so I had to ponder on that for a second because there's been so much hateration toward Dodash. I mean, she's actually been getting so much love, but it's like it comes with the equal amount of haters. And okay, so I was like, let me just like, process that and just see, just kind of go to a neutral feeling with that comment. So let me read it again. It says, "I'm not trying to be funny. I sincerely don't understand what this sudden obsession and fascination about this woman is." So what stood out to me was sincerely. So I was like, okay, I'm going to trust that this person is sincere. Okay. Innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay. So I was like, this person just genuinely wants to know. So when I was reading that, and then I went on this person's page, I clicked on her channel. Oh, I don't know if it's a her. Oh, well, it says it's a female feminine name. So I'm assuming it's a her. And so I was like, okay, let me see, if this person has a channel and, just like see what they're about. And then I'm looking and there's nothing there. There's like not even one video. What up? There's not one video, one short. Like I think they've been on for like a few years. And so you can tell that it's just kind of a channel that wants to look at other channels. Okay. And I'm going to actually post something in the chat. So that's why I'm looking at my phone at the same time that I'm speaking. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then it came to me. I was like, the reason why Dodash is literally taking YouTube by storm is because there's people that she's touching that are on the same mission as her, and only those people know that mission. And so this is going to sound a little like kooky wooky spiritual, but there is a section of us human beings that know that we have like a high calling, right? That doesn't mean you're supposed to be famous. That doesn't mean you're supposed to impact millions of people. It just means that that you're supposed to be doing something really powerful with your life. Even if it's like that you like, say for example, you become a kindergarten teacher, and the way that you teach those kindergarten kids is like they all like worship the ground you walk on when 20 years from now when they remember that teacher, right? Because they were just so amazing. So you just know, that's what I mean. Like there's just some kind of nudging, some kind of yearning, some kind of calling, and all I can say is that it's God, and you just know that it's a calling on your life. So when she said that, I was like, you know what? This is very interesting, because what this is telling me is that only certain people can hear the call. Okay. And the reason why you sincerely don't understand why there's an obsession with her is because it's not an obsession. People don't have an obsession with her. Maybe a couple people do. But for the rest of us, it's like she's almost like, the like Batman when when they would like shine like the Batman sign in the sky, right? And then like some people might have seen it and been like, what the heck is that? But then others like, okay, we know what that is. That's what it is. It's like calling all motivators and inspirers, right? Calling all, people that feel like they have a calling on their life, calling all people that want to be genuine, authentic, calling all people that have just been overwhelmed and overthinking on the YouTube journey, right? calling all people that feel like they have something powerful to share with the world, calling all people, like there's that kind of calling is not on everybody's life. Like me speaking, me loving to speak to people and uplift them and help them awaken a light within them and help them realize their power, their purpose, helping them see what they don't see. Like that is a gift that I have along with other people like Dodash and other people that are kind of like really motivated by her page, right? So that's what it is. So when this person commented and said, I sincerely don't understand the obsession with this woman, because on the outside it can seem like it's an obsession, but it's not. It's a, okay, I see you. I see you. That's what it is. It's a, hey sister, hey brother, I see you. And she's literally motivating thousands of people across the United States. Most of the people that I've seen, it seems like they're all in the United States. So she's literally encouraged so many people to go live. And it's a very similar message that I've been talking about for 4 years myself. And like her channel's blowing up. My channel's doing what it's doing. Other people's channels are blowing up over, like it just kind of people are at different paces, right? Different levels. All the levels are equally powerful, right? Because you're impacting who you're supposed to impact. Dodash is supposed to impact who she's supposed to impact. So it's almost like I feel like there's people like her and me and several thousands of other people that always have known that they don't have like a direct path in life. Like almost like they have to create the path as you go. Okay? Like for example, what I mean by that is there's people that know they're going to be a doctor. There's people that know they're going to be a singer. There's people that know they're going to be a teacher. There's people that know they're going to be an astronaut. Then there's other people that are like, I don't really mind what I do, right? I don't really mind what I do, but I'd be happy if I just have like a good, stable job, right? And then they're really good at their job. Like they love it. They love the structure, and they go and they're the type of person that brings donuts all the time and brings everyone coffee and gives everyone gifts. Like they just love to be a part of the community, right? And then like that's their power. And then there's people, and then I could like list off hundreds of other examples. But then there's like, that movie, I forgot the movie, but in the movie there's like 4 different types of like people in the community, and then there's the divergence. It's like I'm like a divergent. Like there's people that are divergents. Like there's people that don't really fit. Like in each section, it's like, okay, we have the scientists, we have the architects, then we have the homemakers, and then we have this, and then it's like you're just like a floater, like you're just like a divergent, and you have a place too, but it's like it's almost like you just have to go through all these levels to like unlock your gifts, right? So that's what the obsession, the perceived obsession could be with her. It's that there's something that she's speaking to in certain people's hearts. Okay? So that's what it is. Let me see. Did that person get blocked? Okay, good. So that's what it is. So let me just see what you guys are saying. And then I have some receipts for you guys. I have some receipts. So hello, welcome everybody. I'm suffering from trauma. My friend spreads secrets and it's emotionally exploiting me. If the secrets aren't true, just let it roll off. Oh, well, you said spreading my secrets. So it sounds like they could be true and you wanted to keep it a secret. I would, if it does get out, whatever the secret is, just own it. Just own it and take your power back with it. Cut that friend off. Switch it around on that person and say, so you know that if this person is telling my secrets, get ready because they're about to tell yours too. So like take your power back with it and switch it around, right? That's really the best thing that you can do, because really when people exploit you, They just want to tear you down, and and maybe it's something embarrassing. Maybe it's something that, is really personal. But if something were to get out, you don't have to confirm anything. Okay. You don't have to confirm anything. Like, if you want to keep it your business, you just say, no comment on that. Or please respect my boundaries. I'm going to ask you not to ask me about that anymore. And guess what? Since she's talking about me and there's no facts, or he or she is talking about me and there's no facts, guess what? They're about to do it to you too. So get ready, right? So just take your power back with it. That's probably what I would say without getting too long-winded there. Okay. She's like a beacon of hope, inspiration to others. Exactly. What are you talking about? Can you just sing a song? I want to hear it so badly from someone. Okay. Someone says she's definitely voting for Trump. Is that what I look like right now? Like, I look like I would vote? Like, is it because of like the shoulders on this top, on this dress? Oh, people are interesting. Okay. Yes, Ciana, I feel the same, divergent and set apart from the others. Exactly. I promise to buy everything on your Amazon wishes. I do have an Amazon wish list. If you marry my son to get him out of my house. Sorry, just passing through. Your advice to that person is very spot on. Have a great day. Thank you so much. And make sure to subscribe. Tap in next time too. Okay, so I have some other receipts about this whole DoorDash thing. And again, someone could be like, why is Ciana so obsessed, right? I've been on YouTube for over 10 years, maybe closer to 15 years at this point. And I just have seen people grow in their journey on YouTube. And she's just the most fascinating one to me. So I enjoy using her as a case study to kind of encourage you to start your channel. Okay, so I'm kind of using her channel as like a case study with what I'm always encouraging you guys to do, which is start some kind of YouTube, create your own ebook. Like, if you've overcome a journey, ironically, this is so funny. I'm going to show you guys something in a second. I was like, this is a sign from God. I know people are going to say that's not a sign from God, but it's a sign from God, period. So you can't take that away from me. I'm going to show you what I mean in a second. So it's like, start an investing account, like just all these things about bettering yourself and making sure you're financially set up and getting educated and just pressing, or just looking up how to like, where do I start to learn how to buy stocks? Like just starting, right? Just to level up, like getting to our best self. That's why my page is called Embody Pursuit, right? We are in pursuit of embodying that next level, not just acting like it, not just like, surface level, actually embodying it. Like we are becoming that next best version. Okay. So, all right. So that's with what I wanted to open up with that comment that somebody left on my page. I wanted to answer that really quickly. So DoorDash is not going to be for everybody. And I don't think that she cares to be for everybody, just like all of us don't, right? Like we just want to connect with people that are our people, right? And some people might be with you for a good season, and then some people may veer off. Like for example, there's YouTubers that I used to watch every day for like 6 months straight. And then I just kind of like wasn't resonating with their stuff. Not that they weren't giving great content. I just kind of grew out of like what I needed from that mentor or online coach or advice. And then like 4 years later, I kind of like rejoined the group, right? So people are going to kind of like do this, like an ocean, like just kind of like wave in, wave out, right? So DoorDash, it's not for everybody. People might be like, oh my gosh, like, she's just trending and I just don't understand, or, her page is not even that or, making judgments about the way she looks or making judgments about her opinion, if it's like coming from somewhere valid or And it's like, all people are doing is bringing more people to her page. So all those like opposing views and opposing opinions and rude comments and bullies and trolls and all that, they're just funneling more people to her page, because it's actually a sign that she's doing something right, which is making an impact. Okay. Okay. No, I live in the United States. All right. So next thing, I thought that this was very interesting. Okay. Now there is this man that he states this. He said he's in his 50s, and he's been on YouTube for like 15 years, I think. I could be misunderstanding, but he's been on the YouTube for a long time. He has a couple other pages that are very successful, that are making him 6-7 figures from those other YouTube channels. And then he's talking about DoorDash on this new channel that he just started. So because I talked about her once in one of my, like, I started talking about her page like 2 weeks ago. So now other people that are talking about her too pop up on my search. They pop up on my, like, I don't know what you call that, like the homepage. So this particular guy, it was like it was like against her. So I was like, okay, well, let me see what, let me just see what the devil's advocate version of her, the perspective of that. Cause I'm team DoorDash, but there's always an opposing opponent, right? Like all the time. So I'm listening to his page. He's giving great advice. He's stating facts, but like, so then he goes to her analytics. So he goes, I screenshotted it. So he goes to her analytics. Okay. Sorry, I just get such a kick out of this. So he goes to her analytics. I'm just pulling it up right now. And I'm not going to like bust him out because it's not about busting anybody out. So he's talking about, let me show you this one at first. So he's like, okay, she's here, right? She's like doing really well. This is as her page was like trending and it's like going up, right? So right here is where DoorDash discloses that she's going to have in her account like over $6,000 or something from her AdSense. Okay. So, okay, cool. So then he's like, but he goes, but her page is starting to decline, right? Because, it's just like with anything, something goes viral. People are like talking about it. It's trending. People are making reaction videos. Like it's hot and then it goes like cold, right? So then he's showing that it's starting to decline. So it was up here and now it's like, as you can see, it's starting to decline, right? And go right here. And so he's like pretty much essentially almost guaranteeing that she's not going to make that much money. Cause he's like, AdSense does go up and down. So you can't just rely just on AdSense. You have to start a business and and it's great advice, but it's not advice that she has to take if she doesn't want to, right? And when you watch her other videos, she's an educated woman. She's learned a lot by trial and error, and she's had a lot of different jobs and career paths and stuff like that. So she's 42. She's not like 21, right? So, ma'am, you're my favorite Latina YouTuber. I'm not Latina at all, but thank you. Okay, so this is what I think is funny about this, because he was like, breaking it down. He's like, there's no way, this is what I'm talking about. She's at risk. It's all in the analytics, right? So then ironically, let me see, please say I have it. Oh, okay. Let me just go back to her page. So ironically, DoorDash posted a video this morning talking about the YouTube money that she's going to get for this month. So she'll get, I don't know how it works, but like in November, she'll get paid for October, I believe. And like, it'll drop, or maybe it did drop. I don't know. But let me show you. So the guy was like, oh yeah, this is unfortunate. Her page is going down, and he showed it. And then she posts this morning. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm going to screenshot it so I can zoom into it. So she posted this morning, right? She posted this morning. It's what she's going to get. So the same exact chart that the guy is bringing up and showing all her analytics and that it's going down and all that. She posts that it went up almost $2,000 more than the last month. so not only she made like a little over 6,000, she's making over a little over 8,000. And technically October is still, it's only the 30th, right? So technically we have, tomorrow's Halloween. So we have today and tomorrow. So she can end up hitting 9,000. She can end up, going up. So again, I'm not saying that the guy was wrong. I'm not bashing the guy. I'm not like trying to call him out. But what I keep trying to tell people is that there's something going on with her page. There's something that she's doing with her delivery and the way she's impacting people that, yeah, most of the time, if something was trending down, you would think that it was so if something was trending down, you would think that you wouldn't make the same amount, right? Like you would think that it's going down, right? And so, but people don't realize that when you do YouTube, when you see those like ads pop up, okay, when you see those ads pop up, there's different payments that you get for each of those ads. So I don't know what it's exactly called. I think it's like, I'm not gonna even try to guess, but it's some kind of acronym. So sometimes for ads, you can get paid $10 per 1,000 views. Certain ads, you can get paid $20 per view. Sometimes per 1,000 views, you can get $50. So even though, yeah, like the DoorDash craze might have dropped a little bit, the types of ads that are popping up on her page is a high rate. Like she's getting a high rate for her ads. Does that make sense? Like you can get paid, like for example, if you do video gaming content, the ads that pop up on those pages is only like $5 and below. Like you only get like child pages. Like if you do a kid's YouTube, they might have ads on the page, but you get paid only a few cents per ad. So even though she went down a little bit, the types of ads she's getting, they pay high. So it's like just all the opinions and all that can really, if you're really someone that wants to start a channel and you're like, but I came across that guy and he has like almost 1 million subscribers when you put all his channels together. He's had 15 years of experience. That could intimidate you and then make you not want to do it, right? Just don't listen to any of that. Don't listen to any of that. So let me see what you guys are saying really quickly. Let me just catch up on your guys' comments. I'm going to look on my other phone so that way I'm not like, looking like wild in the camera. Okay. So and I'll probably be on here for about another 10 minutes or so because I got to get to this meeting. Okay. Let's see. What are you doing? Jesus loves you. Yes, he does. You look like the Shameless actress. I don't know who that is, but I'll have to look up who that is. Okay. I love how Hallie's already like just slicing and dicing mother effers off, just slicing them up. Oh man, this is just an interesting, it's kind of fun though, to be honest. It's kind of fun and dangerous, like to like deal with these trolls and like just dealing with like the stuff that they say. And I'm like, how am I gonna deal with that? Like, it's kind of like a new video game that I have to like learn how to work with. Cause it's not every day that you get really rude and ridiculous comments. I agree that DoorDash should create an email list and find other ways to monetize out. Yes, like that. If I could talk to her, even if she was like, girl, no, I'd be like, cool. But that's the only thing, because that is like, you need those contacts in your own hand. Thank you for bringing that up, Hallie. Make sure everybody that is tapping in with me right now, make sure to click the link and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. You just type in your first name, email, that's it. The only thing I'll do is talk about when I'm going live. I'll talk about an announcement of someone winning something that I'm giving away for free. I give away treadmills, juicers, travel bags, really cool stuff. And then I might be like, hey, check out my ebook. Like, that's it. Like, I don't have time to be a spammer, scammer, weird, like, click funnel person. Like, I just don't have the time for that. So it's really the number one reason is just to stay connected with me. So I have you as a contact in case something happens to YouTube. YouTube ain't going nowhere. Google owns YouTube. It's not going anywhere, but I just still would love to be able to stay connected with you directly. So make sure to click that link. I'm going to be on live for the next 10-15 minutes. So just do that real quick, sign up, and then, you know, stay on the live with me if you'd like. Okay, so those, and then this is how I know that me using her page as a case study is the right thing to do. Some of you guys that have been following me for a while, I think only Hallie, I don't know who, I'm still like trying to see, like, memorize if I see consistent people on my lives, but I know Hallie will get a kick out of this. So look, do you have to have a certain number of subscribers or watch time to go live? So you do, if you want to go live on your phone, you have to have at least 50 subscribers. So that's why on my other caregiving page, because I have another page where I just talk about helping people navigate dementia, because I was a isn't that funny? So yeah, I have another, so I can't go live over there because I only have 25 subscribers. So if anyone if anyone needs help with caregiving for elderly people, I have a ton of experience with that. And so that's, you know, that's what I'm trying to get to 50 so I can go live and help people. But yeah, so I was like, when I saw that, who talks about mane and tail? Who talks about mane and tail? Like, I really don't see influencers, I don't see them talk about mane and tail. Like, I just don't. Thank you for the super chat. So it's like, I was like, okay, I am going to, it's called, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. I was like, I'm doing the right thing by using her page as a case study. I just felt like it was like a personal sign from God that was like, Ciana, you helping people understand how to actually see her page and see what she's doing, you're on the right track. Like, I just took that as a sign. Because I'm like, just who uses mane and tail? I was just talking to my parents about how they should start YouTube channels. My mom said she was already, okay, yes. My mom's starting hers as well. She pops in on here sometimes. Yeah, she's like, she's ready to go with that too. I think it's like, it really is, there's a new wave of people. Oh yeah, okay, this is a big point. So let me just put my other page. This is my other YouTube channel. And it's only going to be about how to navigate the journey of caring for somebody with dementia. WithLoveChuckie. And I have an Instagram. This is also the Instagram page. So if anyone wants to see, because there's not a lot of social proof, right? Because it's like I just started the page. But if you type in the same profile, WithLoveChuckie, on Instagram, I have like 16,000 followers, I think, over there. And you'll see how I look. I'm looking wild. I'm taking care of my grandma. Like, it was a very like wild, intense, beautiful, sad journey. Like, just so many emotions in one. And I really feel like there's like a new wave of grandkids watching after their grandparents, which is interesting. So yeah. Okay. The thing is with Dodash's page, okay, the only thing that she's doing is literally, if you want to blow up quick like her, or attempt to, and if that's, it really shouldn't be your goal, but she does a lot of storytelling. She tells you about all her personal, like, you can't beat your own, talking about your own journey with something. Like, you lived it, you experienced it, you saw it from your view, you remember how you felt, you remember your palms sweating, you remember the goosebumps, you remember your eyes tearing up, you remember, like, when you tell your own stories. No, I'm not in the healthcare field. I just was a caregiver for my grandmother. When you tell your own stories, it's like, you don't even have to do anything. You don't even have to do anything. You just tell the story. And then because you actually experienced it, like, human beings just have this innate gift to just see, like just feel each other, you know, like, man, that was a good story. Man, like, what happened? Like, we just have a, you know, we could tell when it's a scripted, weird, awkward story that, like, you didn't really experience or you don't really know anything about, right? But when you lived it, this is your, like, worst day of your life, and what happened on that day, and how it was humiliating, and what it did for the rest of your life. And, like, that's, you can't beat it. So if you're willing to be a little bit more vulnerable and talk about some of your own personal experiences, that's what got people hooked onto her. Okay. I want to start a YouTube channel next 5 year. So, like, you want to start it now, or you want to start it in 5 years? Because I would definitely suggest just starting it now and then being completely fully monetized and able to live off of it, full-time income, in 5 years. There's no reason to wait. That's another thing with starting your channel. Why do you want to start it in 5 years? What makes you want to start it, like, in 2029, 2030, 2029? What makes you want to do that? Why not start today? So that's another really big thing, is that what she broke open, okay, what she revealed, it was there, but she was the person to, like, you know, when, like, you know what it is? What it reminds me of, when you're at a kid's party and there's a piñata and everybody's hitting this piñata and it's breaking. Some people are a little weaker, so it's just like a little crack, you know, and then all of a sudden there's that last person that just hits it. Even if they didn't hit it that hard, it just blasts open. Okay. So that's what she did. It's like this yearning that people have to just start a YouTube, but feeling so, like, overwhelmed with all the moving parts to YouTube, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to have this set up, and I have to have the lighting, and I have to just too much. She just, like, hit the piñata and bursted the algorithm open, where it's just like everyone's just tired of, like, feeling like, you know, let me make sure I don't run my battery out. Hold on real quick, guys. I had my battery on so that way my phone doesn't die, but I'll just, like, let it die if it does. Okay, this phone already died. So, okay, so she, like, just revealed it, that people are they want to share their gifts, but they don't want to have it be Mr. Beastified. Mr. Beast was put on the planet to be Mr. Beast. Like, he was born to do what he's doing, and he has a special, like, gift of just being able to, like, I don't know, like, whatever the gift of that, like, he had the gift of figuring it out, like, with entertaining people and touching people's hearts and getting people, like, so excited to, like, they can't wait till there's another Mr. Beast video that drops. Like, he was born to do what he's doing. And I think that when we see the Mr. Beast and other, like, versions of that in different tiers, it just makes you feel like, okay, well, there's no way I'm ever going to be on that level. And I don't want to be. Like, I don't want to, I don't know, the stuff that he does is just so outrageous. Like, you may not even want to do all that. I thought you were talking about your car battery. Oh, no, I was. So I was using my car battery to charge my phones, but then I just didn't have enough juice. And then my car alerted me and was like, we're just going to turn off because we don't want you to burn out the car. So do you see what I'm saying? It's like people have been wanting to just start. And that's what happened to me 3 to 4 years ago. I just was like, you know what? If I keep comparing myself to people, and not in a way where I felt like people were better than me, I actually felt like I was just as good. And to be honest, in some areas was like, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm kind of better. I'm kind of better in that area. But I would watch other people and get motivated. Like, I want to do that too. Like, what are they doing? I need to study them. And then I would just kind of go into this analysis paralysis. And then one day I actually did put up a video. You guys, my first video, it did do like a little viral pop. Okay. There was somebody that was really, this is my very first YouTube video. I think I put up like something like super random about fitness. Like I just like showing me work out or something. And then, but my first real, like I'm posting this video and like putting effort into it was this video that I did about a very, very close friend of mine that got into drugs. Unfortunately, they fell victim to drugs. And it was such like an impactful experience on my life because it was just, it tore me to pieces to watch this person go through what they were going through. And they were so close to me. So it was affecting me personally. Like it was affecting my mental health. It was affecting my emotional health. It was affecting my physical health. Like I was so, me and this person were like this, and they were just falling deeper and deeper and deeper into very, very heavy drugs. And so I started my YouTube. I was like, okay, well, what do I have to talk about? Like, and I felt like I saw so many other fitness channels, like just with this beautiful lighting and these shredded bodies and all these credentials of like, I'm a professional this, and I have, you know, I have my degree in kinesiology, my master's in kinesiology. I'm a PhD in sports medicine and just all this stuff. Right. So I'm like, okay, people aren't going to listen to me about health and fitness. Like, so I was like, what do I have? What do I have that is like rare? And I'm like, well, it's not rare, but I can help somebody, you know, learn how to deal with the journey of like helping somebody out of doing drugs. And because we had to do an entire intervention, like it was wild. So I was like, okay, maybe I can use that as a healing experience for me. And then I'll also be helping other people. So I did a video, you guys. I'm actually like, I feel like I'm getting like feeling pressure in my head about it right now. I woke up at 6 a.m. I did my hair, like I straightened my hair for the video. You know, I have curly hair, naturally curly hair. So I had to straighten my hair for the video. I think the video was literally called How to Deal with Someone on Drugs. Like it was something super easy like that. I took it off my page. I unlisted it because I just was like, I don't want my page to be about that. I just like rethought about it later. But so I got up, I'm like getting anxiety. I'm feeling hot. Like I'm straightening my hair. I'm blow drying my hair out. I'm doing my whole makeup. I'm like, you know, trying to figure out what top I'm going to wear. And then I was also taking care of my grandmother at the same time. So I'm like, I got to do all her morning stuff. I got to do her hygiene stuff. I got to get her breakfast. I got to, you know, make sure, you know, she's just set and ready to go. And so I timed it to where I could do the video while she was taking a nap, right? She usually took about an hour nap, like a couple times a day. So I was like, I have to time it perfectly. I have to be ready so that way I can do the video like while she's asleep. So it just was crazy. And then when you're dealing with someone with dementia, it's like, it's difficult. It's very draining. It's very draining. You love them dearly with your whole heart and soul, but it's very draining. So I am ready. I have to position the camera to where I'm getting natural lighting. Okay. I'm trying to get natural light. I'm trying to catch the light and time it with my grandma falling asleep and all this stuff. So I do that. And then I had a whole list. You know, did a whole, you guys, this is crazy. You're gonna be like, really, Ciana? Like, this is such a long-winded story, but this is how much pressure I put on myself with this video. I wrote out what I was going to talk about a week before. And then I'm like, you know, getting nervous, but who's watching me? Nobody. Like, I mean, my mom or my grandma was in her room, but nobody's watching me. So I'm like, okay, I wrote this out, and then I'm talking about it, and I'm like super stiff. Like, so the first thing that you have to do is talk, right? Oh, this is what it was. No. Okay. So the topic was how to tell if somebody was on drugs. That's what the topic was about. And so I was like, okay, so this isn't, you know, how you tell, number one, number two. And then it took me like 4 takes. And then I finally got through the video. it took me, like, the whole time, right? Like, I'm trying to hurry up and rush, right? Because I only have about an hour before my grandma wakes up. After that video was done, I had a headache. I physically had a reaction because I put so much on it. Like, and I just was like, oh my gosh, like, how do people do YouTube videos? Like, that was just so much. Like, and then I had to edit the video, and then I had to upload it, and then I at first it was only getting a few views, but it actually ended up getting like 3,000 views, which is a lot for a page that barely it doesn't post. And then to post that video, I think it was like my second or third video, I posted it. It went to 3,000 views, which I was like, okay, this is good. Like, but that whole experience was just so draining. I was just like, I don't even think I could do a YouTube channel. Like, I have so much inside of me that I want to talk about and help people with and help people overcome. But I literally was like, I can't get a headache every time. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I didn't post for a while. And then finally, I just kept seeing people blow up, blow up, blow up. And it's almost like when you see YouTubers, you feel like you kind of know them. It's almost like when you watch a series on TV and like everybody knows Will. Everyone knows Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Everybody knows Hillary. Everybody knows Ashley, right? It feels like you know them, even though you don't. So it's the same thing with YouTube. So I would see people and be like, oh my gosh, wow, they really improved, or wow, they're so excellent at this now, or wow, and I would just be like, I have to figure this out. And I just was like, you know what I wish I could do? I wish I could just like talk and just it not be that serious. Almost like if I run into somebody at the gym or run into somebody at the grocery store and I haven't seen them in years, and then we just end up getting into this really awesome 30-minute conversation, catching up. Like, I just wish it could be like that. And then I just felt like I heard God say, yeah, duh, like just do that. Like, just do that. And so that's what I did. I had no makeup on. You can scroll all the way down. You'll see me like with looking wild. And I still look like that sometimes, because sometimes when I'm on my way to the gym, it's not about what I look obviously like, right? So let me just see what you guys are saying. Just catch up on what you guys are saying really quick. But oh, my phone is dead. Let me see if I can look at it on my iPad. So I hope that also here's my ebook. It comes in digital form as well, so tap in with that. It's in my description. That's why I'm always like, create your own ebook. Like, if I could do it, you can do it. So this is how I lost 30 pounds. But anyways, okay, so okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Just catch up what you guys are saying so I can answer your questions. Okay, so let me see. Speaking of beast, I'm looking at your caregiver IG, and your mom is a... Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, that was you. Yeah, going to college. Yeah. My mom was getting her master's at 60, full-time at work, and caring for my grandma. That's why I kind of like, I don't want to say I put my life on hold, but I just transitioned. I just was like, I gotta be with my mom on this journey. Like, my mom has sacrificed so much for me and my brother. Like, I can't let her stop doing her master's when she finally got up the energy and the courage to do it. And then she has to stop to like take care of my grandma. So I like paused and I just went all in full time. I would do like gig jobs in between. And so me and my mom would just switch back and forth, like, watching my grandma. So that's why I was her caregiver. Cause I was just like, I could go and like be a YouTuber and go follow my dreams or whatever. But I was like, I couldn't, like, my heart, like my spirit. I just was like, my mom has literally taken the grunt of the whole family, because she's kind of like the leader in the family. And I'm like, she's just taken on so much. I can't, like, I'm done with it. Like, I can't let her do that anymore. So I just decided to do the journey with her for 6 years. 6 years full time, and then 8 years total, because I would do more like when my grandmother's condition wasn't as intense, she only needed like part-time care, but then it went to full-time, of course, as it progressed. Let's see. And again, I'm just reading your guys' comments and not reading them out loud, because I've read some wild stuff out loud. I'm like, unfortunately, because there's other people that ruin it for other people, I have to just kind of monitor the question or the comment. I've had videos go crazy down the line. It's the algorithm time to figure out the audience, especially if the topic is not what you... Yes, that's true. So Erin brings up a really good point. Like, that's why I stopped doing videos about how to see if somebody's on drugs, right? Because I was like, I don't want to always talk about this. And I'm happy. I mean, I got a lot of really great comments. People were like, said it was impactful, but I was like, do I want my name, Ciana Singh, to be a page about how to figure out if people are on drugs? And how, I mean, that's giving back to society, but I just was like, that's not my passion to really talk about. So that's why I just unlisted the video. You might be able to find it. I think you can still find it if it's unlisted, but and you'll see me like super stiff and scared and like just looking like a deer in headlights. Let's see. People reduce their videos down to a formula. Once you know how to produce a video, it's pretty much easier, but it takes time to develop your product. That's very true. That's very true. Like now, it used to be a lot of pressure for me to be on even a live. I used to like kind of feel really drained. Now I'm so used to going live that I have more energy when I get off the live. But before it wasn't like that. So I had to like build up my muscle. So for me right now, connecting with you guys live and answering live questions and just like this like back and forth, just being able to speak to you live is working for me, and I really love it and enjoy it. So, but yeah, that's really true. I like your dress. It's fabulous. I'm very beautiful. Thank you so much. Having one video get views is not blowing up. That's one hit. You have to keep making videos at that caliber. Only maybe 10% of your subs. That's true. That's true. That's also what... Okay, a couple things with that. That's also why you really have to talk about something you want to talk about all the time. So if you don't, if you're talking about something that might be trending, but you don't really like to talk about it all the time, and you can't keep up with that same level of how you edited your video, and you can't keep producing, that's why people burn out. They burn out, they get overwhelmed, or they're just over it. So me, I can talk about health, fitness, and mindfulness and beauty, and they all go within each other. They're all connected, right? Like that collection of like topics is all one, right? So I can talk about it literally in this life and in heaven. Like I can talk about it forever. So what up? Hey sis. Okay, so next comment question. Let's see. Right, you're going to put in the work. See, right, you're going to put the work in that the problem people don't like to work. Yeah, that's true. People don't like to work hard. And what's interesting about that is that there's like a perception, okay? There's a perception that you don't have to work hard, that you can just post a video and then be on an island drinking a martini in a bikini. And like, I just became super ridiculously rich by just like posting a couple videos, and I went viral and I'm making millions of dollars. Like it's there's that perception, but nobody sees it behind the scenes, right? Or nobody knows that maybe they ran ads and like their page is really filled with a bunch of fake subscribers. Like who knows? But it is true. Like the good old fashioned way of consistent work over a long period of time will just always win. It's like a farmer, right? you're planting the seed, you're tilling the ground, you know, you're doing what you got to do, you're making sure the soil's good, you're making sure it's positioned where the, you know, the sun can really beam in on it, you know, you're making sure that it's watered, like all that. And then all of a sudden you reap this amazing like harvest, like it's, and then you do it again and then again and again, and like your farm continues to grow. It's that, but it's all this stuff on your knees and all this getting sweaty and hot, and you know, maybe cutting yourself on accident from one of the gardening tools. Like people don't see that stuff. So it's kind of like that. Thank you guys for the compliments. I appreciate it. I can't choose between Drake and Kendrick. I like them both. Kendrick's on fire right now though. My earrings, they are on my TikTok shop. So this is not, I'm only saying it because you asked. These are on my TikTok shop. If you go in my description and you click Ciana's TikTok shop and you just like type in earrings, these will pop up. So I got them on my TikTok shop. And then my outfit is from Pretty Little Things. Pretty Little Things. It's an online store. I don't think they do have an in-person store, but I think it's like a showroom. But yeah, Pretty Little Things. Okay. So, that is like my biggest thing. Any questions or comments about what we're talking about with how to grow your YouTube, what DoDash is doing, feeling overwhelmed with growing your YouTube, feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like, you know, it's just unreachable, like it's not even attainable, feeling like it's something that you can't achieve, feeling like your imposter syndrome, like any questions or comments about that, I would like to answer them, or you know, just give you a different perspective. Also too, I'm drinking my tea. I love drinking tea throughout the day. Can I achieve a date with you? So the reason why I'm talking so much is because this is a live. So when you're live, when someone's live, they talk. This is the point of a live. How about, let me see, right here. How about one, everything is getting better in your life, but you feel guilty, like you don't deserve it. So that has to do with, it's almost like a version of survival's remorse. Like you might be comparing yourself to other people that are maybe not doing as well, and just because you have such a genuine hurt, you're like, man, I wish like they had the blessing too, or I wish this, or why me, or you know, I'm not that good, like I'm not really good enough to like have these blessings. But it's just, it's a wake-up call that you need to grow into your self-worth and your self-value. I've definitely been there. I've definitely been there before. And you know, it's just an indicator of where you're at with your, like your level of how you perceive yourself. And so it's just something that, you know, you just need to work on, and just know that, yeah, I am deserving. Like I've put in the work. I've done my due diligence. I've done what I had to do. Like I deserve this, and I'm going to enjoy it. But that has a lot to do with just kind of like the imposter syndrome, feeling like the survival's remorse, feeling like, why can't everybody else have it too? Just you focus on you, and then you being somebody that has received blessings, you will just be a beacon of light for other people, right? To actually maybe go down the same path that you did to then achieve the same results. I'm not sure what to do with the different video ideas I have. Like, should I do all of them, or I would focus. Okay, this is what I did. I don't really know what the right answer is, to be completely transparent with you, but I'll tell you what I did. And oh, tell him I said hi, poo poo. Sorry, my nephew, he's so cute. He's the cutest little baby, cutest little toddler. So I kind of did it all. Okay, this is what the correct answer, I know what the correct answer is, but I'm going to tell you what I did, and it's not the correct answer. So the correct answer is pick one thing and go hard with it. Okay. So, I'm okay on the seatbelt. I'm not moving. So I think I'm okay. But thank you though. So if you want to do it how most people blow up, they just have one very narrow specific niche, and then they go hard. They go hard with it. I didn't do that because I was a mess. I was all over the place, and still, arguably in some areas still am. Because I just was like, I don't know what I want to niche down on. And so because I kept just I was, my page, the very first thing I was doing was how to tell if somebody's on drugs. Like, I was like, I don't want to do that, but I still did it, right? So I had to get over, what posting about anything did for me, it didn't make my page grow, but it helped me narrow it down. So I was like, but I want to do this, and I want to talk about traveling, but I also want to talk about vlogging, but I also want to talk about LA, but I also want to talk about fitness, but I also want to talk about like spirituality, but then I also want to, talk about like my hair, my beauty, like, and then I just was like, well, I kind of can. So I talked about all those things, didn't get much views because people didn't have, I don't have a destination. It's not a destination page. Like, I'm going to only go to Ciana's page to get my advice about how to lose weight, period. Like, not about building muscle and eating and this and LA, and I don't have a page like that. So unfortunately, when you don't have a niche, it does show your page grows slower, because then people are finding you for, like, people are probably finding me for DoorDash. You know what I mean? And they don't care about losing weight. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with kind of like having a niche of health, fitness, mindfulness, and beauty, and then how to navigate all of that together. And then whoever's down to kind of like have that collection of knowledge and experience, then they'll stick with me. But then others that are like, I only like when she shows stuff about LA. Like, so I'm not going to, I'll just wait till she posts a video about LA, right? So I have a whole playlist about LA. It says, I think it's all things LA. All things LA. So if you want to know about that, I have a playlist. If you want to know about just DoorDash, I have about 6 videos at this point. So I have a whole playlist just for her. So it's almost like I created like little mini channels within my channel because I just couldn't figure it out. And I'm just accepting it. I'm like, I have to accept that I know that it's, every YouTube professional says to niche down, and maybe one day I will only talk about one topic or something, but like, I just don't feel called to do that right now. If this is live, why is it already daytime in your place? And here where I am is night. You're going to be rich soon. I receive. I receive. I receive. I feel like it's like a video version of a woman's magazine, Beauty Fitness, but does that pop is what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, because I think like, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. It's like a magazine where, women, we are versatile creatures, you know what I mean? So we want to like see about fitness, but then we want to see like, well, what supplements are you taking? And then, okay, well, what are you eating? Well, okay, well, what kind of clothes are you wearing? Or, oh, well, now that you like lost a couple pounds, like, how do you do your hair? Like, it all kind of bleeds together. So I think if you could find like a common thread between all the things you want to talk about, and then always like go back to that common thread. So kind of how I do it, where I'm like, hey guys, it's all about health, fitness, and mindfulness. We're in the pursuit of embodying that next level, right? Like, that's what I would say is working for me, at least. And it's helping me not get burnt out. There's so many people that are getting burnt out, and it's like, it's sad because they end up pouring all this amazingness into their channel and time and effort and editing, and then they're literally 5 years down the line in tears. Like, I can't keep up with the editing. I can't keep up with this topic. I'm tired of talking about, I don't know, it was someone that I came across. They were like, I've been talking about relationship advice, and they're like, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Like, I just want to talk about spirituality and self-development, like not really like relationship stuff. So they got burnt out. But then it's like all their followers were only listening to them because of their relationship advice. So like, if you could kind of bleed it all together, like talk about self-development in every area. So like, you can self-develop with being in a relationship, you can self-develop as an individual, you can self-develop at your job and how to, you know, do your job better. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like there needs to be some kind of umbrella, and then all the spokes that like connect the umbrella together needs to be like the different topics, but it's like all fits under the umbrella, and then you can like hold it like your channel's holding it all together with like the pole part or whatever. I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm doing, at least. Again, I don't know. I don't know if that's the right thing. Every time I listen to the YouTube advice pages, they all say exactly the opposite of what I'm saying. So that's probably why my page hasn't really, but I just don't care. I'm okay with my journey and how my page is growing. So with that, folks, I said I was going to be here for another 10 minutes, but it was like, it went over 25 minutes because I just get in the zone. But definitely make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Go to the link right there. Can you see me? Let me see. I'm a little delayed on my iPad, but go to the link that's right here, or it'll be in my community tab, and sign up with my email list. Do not forget to do that, okay? I'm not going to spam you. I just want to stay connected with you individually. I just want to be able to announce when I'm giving away something for free. Like, I just announced that Pamela won the massager, this awesome massager. And so you don't have to worry about the shipping. I'm going to send it to you brand new. I'm going to be giving away something else really cool really soon. So tap in. I'm always giving away stuff. So definitely make sure to sign up. Okay. All right. That's really all that I have. I might be on later. I might not. We'll see if I get done with this meeting and I still have the energy to just catch a vibe with you guys. But that's really all that I have. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks for tapping in. Thank you for the compliment. That's my favorite Disney princess. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.